hi, I'm Eric Thunberg. I'm the web modeler product management. And so the big problem that I'm trying to solve is business IT collaboration. And so I've done a couple of things like introducing GitSync to allow you to hook up to your existing pipeline, working on a development pipeline that allows you to perform reviews, etc. But overall, trying to make it such that business can actually contribute productively to changes. And that's a hard nut to crack because you can't afford to break things. And so for that, in the spirit of not breaking things, we're also rolling out some AI features where we're trying to integrate AI into this process so that business users can use AI. They don't have to learn BPMN, they don't have to learn Feel, for example, but they can just focus on saying what they want to get out of the process, and the platform does the rest. AI's got a lot of cool factor, and I'd say that there's a sweets and there's a vegetables side to this talk. And so the sweets is like candy. You get to see what a BPMN Copilot can do, and you can see that it can generate BPMN diagrams. There's an interactive, it's pretty fun way to go back and forth, and it's almost like you're at an improv group saying, oh, give me a process, mortgage, okay, give me a modification to it for children. And then you can start building that process real time based on feedback. Then you've got an opportunity for this cooking video where you say, okay, we show you how to do one thing. Now let's fast forward. Here's 100 different processes all within the same organization, and here's how they link together. This is the top level process. These are the sub processes. This is a particular piece of logic that's reused across a couple different cases. This is our first release of the BPMN Copilot. This is our first release of Process Landscapes. And what I need as a product manager is for people to come to find me after the talk and say, hey, that's really cool. In order to make that really valuable to your organization, we need X, Y, Z. And that's going to be the difference that transforms this from this kind of fun toy that you can use once or twice to something that really delivers value for your organization. So I'm really looking forward to those conversations with customers after my talk. There's something that you get from the energy of a lot of people in the room. And yeah, sure, you can have conversations anywhere. But what you don't get quite often is somebody's undivided attention where they're loaded into a context and they're thinking about Camunda, they're thinking about some of these things. And so you can go have deeper conversations, and you also have them faster. And so what I really liked about some of the previous Camunda cons, I have an idea for a feature that was kind of seeded throughout the year, and I had the opportunity to have a rapid fire series of conversations with customers like, what do you think? What are your problems? What do you think? What are your problems? And then to pull this together into a picture that helps you make better decisions. If you go to one of the food trucks, the stroopwafel is actually pretty decent. If you go to like the stroopwafel that's in a can, then that's basically packaged for tourists and it's got this nice little Delfts-Blauw, but it's not the real thing. Fun fact about the Netherlands, when you are basically hoarding, so think back to COVID times, when you are hoarding, then they call it hamsteren. And the principle behind that is that a hamster stuffs its cheek with as much food as it can have and just completely inflates it up. And there's actually a national supermarket called the Albert Heijn that has little hamsters as their mascots, where it says for BOGO deals, hamsteren. And so that is your fun Dutch fact of the day.